All right, so welcome to pre-calculus. I'm sure you've gone through a bunch of these today already and are getting kind of tired of hearing teachers drone on and on and on about the same things. But hey, the good thing is you're sitting at home and you're not sitting in an actual classroom. So you're probably in a more comfortable chair and you've got a refrigerator full of food and all that stuff. So I'm coming to you live today from the actual pre-calc room. So if you see me look up, I've got you all on the smart board behind my monitor right now, and I've got on the other board I've got the stuff that I got to get through. So today, so we got that. So welcome. Mr. Linsmeyer is me. Mrs. Hill, you'll see sometimes. Mr. Roth, you'll see sometimes. We all are teaching the same thing. So the same content, we might teach it all in a little different style, but in the end, 2 plus 2 is still going to be 4 for all of us. So the three things that I want to talk about today is, first one, I want to talk about the expectation sheet and just kind of walk through it a little bit more, answer a couple of questions on it. Then I want to walk through our It's Learning page. I know that today a lot of you are having issues with logging on to the It's Learning. I had them too, but I luckily was miraculously let in about a little less than an hour ago. So I'm in, so I get to show you. And then I want to talk about how we're going to be submitting homework today, because there's homework today. Math teachers, homework. Okay? But today's homework should take you about 35 seconds if you follow the steps. Okay? And I'll walk you through the steps actually today, because that's how we're going to do it throughout the year. So, okay? So, I am sharing my screen, and there it is. So you should still be able to see me down here, and I can't really see anything else with you guys. So, all right. So, live classes. Obviously, you guys were able to use the code West Precalc on Google Meet code. That will always be the class code if you are going to a live class. We have office hour codes that are different, but we don't ever teach at the exact same time. So we have one classroom code then. Okay? And those are also posted on It's Learning for you. Okay? A couple of general expectations. The first one, be respectful to those people outside your personal virtual bubble. With that, also please be school appropriate with not only your attire, but also with your surroundings too, because we just don't need that kind of a thing in our lives. So be school appropriate with everything in your bubble, especially behind you too. If you've got family members or people in the location that you're at that come walking through, that's fine. If you get up to go get a drink of water, that's fine too, or all that fun stuff. Totally fine with all of that. Just because most of the time you guys are going to be on mute. If you have a question, you can either type it in the chat. I'm periodically training myself to look at the chat to see if there's any questions, or you can unmute yourself and ask me a particular question at any point in time. Just say, "Hey, Linz," and then I'll stop what I'm doing, and we'll go with whatever's going on. Okay? So we got that. Okay? You should have a designated pre-calculus thing. Notebook, binder, loose leaf, folder, whatever. But you should be doing that in a specific pre-calculus based only one. Do your assignments on a separate sheet of paper, and you'll see why when it comes to the homework submission portion of today. Okay? If you got a textbook when you were here the other day, great. If you didn't, not a problem. I will show you where the online version of the textbook is in a minute. Okay? Class participation is an expectation. It's not an option. I'm on the next slide. I'll tell you exactly, for those watching live, I'll tell you how we want you to participate today. For those of you watching the recording, then we'll tell you that here in a minute too. If we assign you something out of class, we expect you to do that. It's not, we are very good at not just assigning work for work's sake. There's a purpose to everything that we do, and you may not see it right away, but there is a purpose to it as we go through. Okay? So live classes are going to be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at West Pre-Calc is the code. Okay? We have to take attendance on all of our live sessions. So today, or what we're going to do when you're live is we are going to ask you a question, and we're going to have you type your answer to the question in the chat room, or in the chat part of things. So today's question is, what is your favorite color? And so you could go up here to the chat room, and then at any point in time, and then down here it's underneath me, but down here would be a spot for you to type in. The last class's question was, what are they going to have for lunch? Your question is, what's your favorite color? Because then I can see where the classes differ from. Okay, so at any point in time, you can go in and you can do that. Type in your answer to what is your favorite color, and then that's how we're going to take attendance today. If you are watching the recording of a live class, then what we want you to do is to clear that absence, you will have to email your grading teacher a picture of either your notes that you took from that session, or a picture of you, a screenshot of you watching that session, kind of a deal, so that will then clear your absence for that particular day. And we will post those videos by 3 p.m. on that day. So today by 3 o'clock it'll be posted. It actually should be posted before 1 o'clock, and so you can go through and you can do that. Okay? So that's how we're going to go about doing things this year. Okay? So, and I see some people have already started submitting favorite color today. Okay? Assignments, we will have all of our assignments posted on It's Learning and Google Docs, and I'll show you how we're going to do that here when I'm done going through the sheet. The late work policy that our normal late work policy is we don't accept late work at all, but we're keeping true with the entire school, and we're going with, you got 1 week after the summative assessment for that unit to turn it in without penalty. Beyond that, maximum that you can get is 60%. Okay? It's your responsibility. This is a college level class. It's your responsibility to do all of the recommended problems, things that we have, and it's also your responsibility to get those submitted. Okay? Office hours are available if you have any questions to go over any of those things. Tests and quizzes, we will be having them in class, and we will let you know when they are. Normally, for right now, we're going to be taking them virtually. And so they're going to be on It's Learning. And so if you miss a test because of something came up in your life, you need to make arrangements with your grading teacher to do that. Okay? Now, there is a difference between retakes and attempts. Okay? A retake is something where after the fact you want to go back and redo that test. That we don't allow. However, in the virtual setting, we will give you 2 or 3 attempts at taking a particular assessment, and we'll take the best score of all of those attempts. Okay? So there's a difference between retakes and attempts. You will get multiple attempts when we're virtual. You will not be allowed to retake it after the fact. Okay? We are dual credit. This class is dual credit through NTC. So for Wausau School District, you get 1 credit towards your graduation. At NTC, you can get up to 3 mathematics credits in trigonometry. Those 3 credits will transfer to almost any and all universities or colleges nationwide, as long as they offer a trigonometric course. And if we'll get in more into that later on this year when it actually comes up, but there's a website that we can point you to on the NTC site, or a link I should say, and they'll take you and they'll tell you exactly how the credits would transfer to your individual higher education place. Okay? Being that we are dual credit, they set this 20% of the semester grade is the semester exam. We set the other 2. So 65% will come from summatives, 15 from formatives, 20 from the final at the end of the semester. Okay? Their grading scale is there. It's a standard 90, 80, 70, 60 grading scale, with the only exception of they don't offer an A+, a C-, D+, or a D-. So that's their percentages, and we follow that because then there's no confusion at the end of the year as to, oh, I got this grade and it's this at Wausau West. Why isn't it that on my transcript? Because we're following their grading scale. Okay. Last thing about that then too, or about West type stuff, is that here is our office hours. It's on the back of your expectation sheet. It's also posted on It's Learning. There's when we are all available and what meeting code we have for being available for all of the week. And then Fridays is by appointment only, because we have meetings all day or in the morning, and so that would get us out of a meeting or something like that. So, but we're not going to just skip a meeting for the possibility that somebody might be coming. Okay? All right? Any questions so far? Okay? Unmute and let me know if you got any. If not, the next thing that I have is I would like to walk you through It's Learning. So I know that some people were having issues today with It's Learning, with not being able to log on. And that's fine. I had them too. I had got the error code of you're locked out and need to contact your administrator to get in. And then I tried one more time and whoa, I was in. So I'm like, I'm in and let's go, man. So when no matter what, all of you will have pre-calculus with Hill on that. And the no matter what is, even if you're one of my grading students or one of Mr. Roth's grading students, no matter what, we will have, they all will be Mrs. Hill, because she's turned in the ticket to show or to combine the classes. Okay, so when you go into our It's Learning page, most of you are familiar with this. I'm going to quick change it over here to the view of a student so that it's kind of like what you have. Oh, somebody turned in P4 already. That's awesome. Okay. We are planners, and so you'll see the day's plan for you there, or you can see the entire week's plan by going into the plan. Okay, and so the big thing for us is this September 8th to September 7th page. If you'll notice that it shows up in all of those places. It also shows up here, and it will show up here all week long. What this is this is a content-rich page. It allows us to put videos. It allows us to put homeworks, submissions, different pieces of information. Please work, please work, please work. And go. Waiting, waiting. There it is. Okay, so this is, we'll do one page per week. We kind of started this last spring when we were there, or when we were virtual, and we liked it, and so we're going to keep going with it. So shortly, there will be a video embedded in this box right here. This video that I'm recording right now will get embedded right here, and then so you can watch it there. Tomorrow, we'll embed the live class video again there. We'll embed the video that you have to watch on Thursday in this one. And then Friday, we're asking that you go through section P4 in your textbook. You fill out this note sheet here and then submit it here, kind of a deal. On this other side is just another copy of all of our office hours. That will be in that location on every week's plan for you, just so that you understand where those are. And then those of you that didn't pick up a textbook, down here, I don't know if you can see it underneath mine, my bright and shiny face with these glasses, these blue glasses that I'm using, there's the PDF of the chapter that we're on. So that's what you can, it's always there if you have it, if you don't have your textbook with you, or if you didn't pick one up. Okay? So we got all that stuff going on. Okay? And these are all linked for specific reasons. So for instance, today, how we're going to submit homework. Well, this is how it's going to happen. Okay? So we're going to click on here, or you would click on submit your homework here, and that's going to take you to a page that looks like come on. There it is. Okay? So we're going to ask that you please complete the attached assignment by midnight tonight. Again, you'll probably complete it within the next 15 minutes. Okay? So you would click on Answer Assignment. That is going to take you to I have it up right here, so just so you know. That's going to take you to a Google Doc that will save in your name, and it will then dump into its learning and all that fun stuff. The steps that we want you to follow are right here. So first you want to get the cursor in that box. Then you're going to want to go up to Insert, Image, and Camera. I'm not going to click on it because it's going to screw up the video and all that stuff. But what... Oh yeah, there it goes. Still working. But what that does is that's then today is we just want a selfie. Okay, so you're just going to take a selfie of yourself, hence the name selfie, and dump that in there. Send it to us. We'll grade it, yay or nay. But what we get to later on is we're going to. You can take your homework or the work that you have, and you can take a picture of it. Click it, dump it in that box, and then we can blow it up and we can see your work. And so that's why we want that. And then, so it would put it in there. There might be extra pages below here of if it's a front side or a back side, or you need to show more work, or if you've got like 3 pages of work, kind of a deal, we would get there. Oh, internet's running a little slow today. So let's go back to here. And so then afterwards, what would happen then is we would submit. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, that's Mr. Steckbauer, ladies and gentlemen. We're live right now, oh. Mr. Steckbauer. Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. See?
Great to see you guys.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh.
See?
Can't wait to see you in person.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I was able to get in, but I had a bunch that still, even they emptied their caches out, and even with it. So, yep. Nope, I get it. It's first day glitches, man.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem. So, and then you would click submit here, and then like everybody else, now let's go back here to as the teacher mode, then, oh, we got things going on here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so 58 people, 58 pre-calc students have already submitted it. One's actually a go-getter and already submitted for Friday stuff already. And then we would go into here, and then we can grade it. And the nice thing about it being a Google Doc is then if it's not up to, you need some fixes or something like that, I can go back in, I can type in, this is where you need to fix this problem, etc. And it will, you see that because it's saved on your Google Doc too. Okay? I'm not even going to wait for that, but there would be a list of everybody that submitted there. So with that being said, that's everything that I have for you today. Just make sure that you type in your favorite color in the text box because that is your attendance for today. And then after that, if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to get a hold of any of us at any point in time. Okay? If you have any questions, you can stick in afterwards. If not, have yourselves a great and wonderful day. And just remember, hey, be a warrior today.